have the Visual Studio Code installed. So first of all I will open it. Now it is opened. Okay, so everything is okay in my computer. So let's check what is the version of this Visual Studio Code. So help and about. So I am using 1.86.0 version of the Visual Studio Code. So let's check on a website. So in order to install the Visual Studio Code on your computer, you need to visit the google.com and search for the Visual Studio Code. So the first link will appear, that is the code.visualstudio.com. Open it. Okay, so one option is there, download for the Windows. So we can click here for download for the Windows. So the version 1.86 is available. Okay, we will download first of all, download for the Windows. So I think one file will be downloaded. That is the same 1.86.0. so I am using the same version of the Visual Studio Code. But if you don't have the Visual Studio Code previously installed, then you can follow these particular steps. So this executable file will be downloaded, and it is the official website from where you can download and install the Visual Studio Code on your computer. So it will automatically detect which operating system you are going to use. So there is a simple download button, and installation process is also the simple and straightforward. So it will download that executable file on your computer. Done. So it is downloaded. Okay, open it. So I think it is downloaded in a download folder. So in order to install it, we have to double click here, and basically I will close it. I will reinstall the same Visual Studio Code. You can also do, if your version is not matching to the latest version, then you can download and install that Visual Studio Code. So there is a one agreement, that is I accept the agreement, and click on a next, create the desktop icon if you require. Otherwise click all the options as a tick mark, and then select, click on a next and installation. So our Visual Studio Code is getting installed. So very small amount of. So we have the two choices, either we can launch the Visual Studio Code here itself, or we can close it. So I will launch, I want to launch the Visual Studio Code, so I will keep it take a checked mark and finish. So because I have opened it earlier, so I will show you how to install the extension. So there is a symbol related to the extension, this symbol. Okay, so we have to click on this particular symbol, and it will show the installed extensions in your Visual Studio Code and enabled extensions in your Visual Studio Code. So let it take the time. So these are the, I think, 31 extensions I have installed. We will learn the extensions which are required for our web development. Okay, so C++ extension is not required. Then CMake tool, code runner is also not. Class CSS class IntelliSense. So this extension is required. You can note down this extension and install this extension. Next one is this is React extension pack for the Java HTML class suggestions. These extensions we will require. So you can install this. There is a one button, installation button, because I have already installed. So there are the two options, uninstall and disable. So you will get the installation button. So we have to click on that installation button, it will get installed. Then third extension is HTML CSS support extension. You need to install this. Then HTML format extension, HTML to CSS auto completion extension. So you can stop the video and install these particular extensions. Then IntelliSense for the CSS class names in HTML. So it is required one, so you need to install it. Then the JavaScript now don't require. This is a must extensions which is required. It is important and compulsory one. So live server is required. You must install the live server, otherwise you will not see this particular go live symbol here, go live button here. Okay, so this is go live button here is because of this particular extension. So it is compulsory, very compulsory. These extensions are compulsory one. Then Maven pre-tier code formatter is also required in order to format our code. And then these are related with the Python, then React. I think it is completed. Every extension is this much amount of the this is a list of the extensions which we will require. Now in order to run the first code, we will go on a file. So this is what the way in which we have to install the Visual Studio Code, and then we have to configure our Visual Studio Code by installing the extensions on a Visual Studio Code. The next step is that we can have some zooming related things. So we have to click on the settings button, should be there. So we have to search for the settings button. I think there is an icon inline. So we want to, yes, there is an icon, that is manage icon is there. So this gear icon is there. Somewhere here you will find this icon, gear icon. So maybe the outline or the layout of this particular document web dashboard is different. So go to the manage icon, click here and go to the settings, and in a setting you need to type the zoom. So editor zoom wheel, mouse wheel zoom, keep this check mark and over. Okay, we have to close it. So this much amount of the, this is a setting which is required, minimum setting for your Visual Studio Code, so that you can zoom your Visual Studio Code by using your mouse also. Okay, so done. So this way we can install the Visual Studio Code on a computer. We can check the version of the Visual Studio Code by visiting the about section. So your version and the latest version of the Visual Studio Code which is available should match with each other. So this way we can set up our Visual Studio Code for the web development. HTML CSS part is configuration is over. Now related to the JavaScript, again we have to install the additional extensions. For the React, again we have to install the additional extensions. For again C, C++, Java, again separate extensions are there. So you need to go on adding that particular extensions to configure your Visual Studio Code for your favorite programming language. So this is a way in which we can install and configure our Visual Studio Code for the web development purpose.